Hello everybody, welcome to, I don't know what to call this, maybe the origins of horror gaming or something. I've looked at a few retro horrors and I don't know why, it just interests me looking at like the really early games and seeing how scary atmosphere can be created with a very limited piece of technology, I suppose. This is the Atari Vault, where you get a whole bunch of games for the Atari 2600 and some of their arcade games from like the 80s. And yeah, I was looking at this one, Haunted House. This one is quite often cited as one of like the earliest horror games. 1982 I think it came out, and there were earlier games of a horror nature, even going back as far as the 70s, but I don't know, they're all sort of like text adventures, or they're sort of these strange like light gun games and things like that. This is quite a, I don't know, I feel like this one is quite a good place to start because it's very basic, but you can kind of see the, I'm trying to find the words here. You can kind of see what they're trying to do, and you can kind of see how they build an atmosphere, I guess. So yeah, this is, I know a lot of people like to see these retro games played on the original hardware and stuff, and I'm just playing this on some like PC game that emulates it, but I don't know, I thought it'd be a good place to look. You get a good idea of what the game was like on the original hardware. Yeah, gonna go for no. I didn't really like this game at first until I turned the lit walls off, and that really does add to the atmosphere. So we'll see what goes on. This is we'll randomize the key. So basically, you've got to find some kind of urn. Anyway, let's start and we'll take a look at what the game's actually like. Yeah, so here we go. I'm that pair of eyes, and I've got a match that I can light. It doesn't burn forever, and basically I'm in these little rooms. You can't really see anything, and I'm going around lighting with my match, lighting the walls, and you kind of get a sense of the layout of the building as you walk around. There's various rooms. Oh, a ghost. Yeah, and see there was a locked door, so I was trapped there. Well, let's go up. I think you get 9 lives. Yeah, see, like here there's a locked door. There's an open door. And once you find the master key, you can get through any door, but you can't carry any other items. See, that's locked. And I think there's 4 floors. I'm on the 2nd floor right now. And as you walk around, you'll find like ways up. No, see, I can't go there. Yeah. I guess the main atmosphere is, one is just sort of being disorientated. Oh god. And the fact that these spooky ghosts and things can suddenly just jump out of nowhere and haunt you. Kind of spooky, I guess. No, I can't go down there because I'm on the ground floor. I'm trying to find another way. Another way up through the floor plan. No. Must be this way then. I'm going up a floor. This is on the 2nd floor again. Oh, that door was open. Okay, let's try this. Here we go, we're on the 3rd floor now. Maybe we'll find the key. Oh, there's a part of the urn. Let's pick that up. Yeah, because you kind of panic when the things are coming after you because, you know, the doors might be locked. And also when the torch goes out, you kind of get disorientated and you don't really know where you are. Let's back down to the 2nd floor, but we're now in a bit of this. We're in a room that we couldn't get to before because it was locked. Yeah, so I find it hard to I find it hard to describe what makes a horror game scary. And when I was like looking through, like researching horror games and things, as I say, this one does come up a lot. but also just people talking about playing it when they were children and getting scared by it. And I like to play them and just like try and imagine what was it that scared people about these games, because they seem so simplistic when you play them these days that it's, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it would be a very scary experience. But I like, you've got to sort of think of it through the eyes of a terrified child, I suppose. And just sort of try and picture what it is about the game. And there's got to be something said for the feeling of disorientation in games. It's an underutilized thing in modern games. I think people just don't like feeling lost, but there is something quite, it can be quite spooky to feel like you're playing a game and you don't really have your bearings properly. And I think if it's used right, it can be a nice tool for a horror atmosphere. So yeah, I do kind of like the atmosphere of this game. I can sort of, I don't know, I feel like I can sort of suspend my disbelief a little bit and sort of get into the atmosphere of it. It's not like terrifyingly scary, but it's got those moments where you get a bit spooked. You get a bit of a fright. You go, oh, no, run away. I like the effect with the lightning suddenly lighting up the rooms. I think that's a nice touch. I'm trying to find my way up to the 4th floor. There we go. Oh, there's the key. Alright. Let me just check. Problem is, there we go, we've got a bit of the urn. What I'm going to do? Oh God. I'll try and make it down to the... Oh God. It does get a bit frightening, I suppose, when the ghost suddenly pops out and chases you down. Right, let's see if we can make it back down to the 1st floor. No, not this way. There we go. 2nd floor. This way. Yeah, this is a very strange feeling. I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes with a game, it was such a basic game. The fact that they can create some sort of atmosphere in here, I find it quite fascinating. They're able to do that. Now my other bit of the urn is through here, and this is the exit. This is where I need to get once I get all 3 pieces of the urn. Oh. Alright. The sound effects sound so pleased with themselves once they've got you. No. That was unfair. That ghost spawned right on top of me there. Unfair game. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck now. I'm trying to find my way down to the ground floor, but... Here we go. There. Right. Let's see if we can find our way back up again. Something like this, wasn't it? Oh, spiders. God. 2 lives left. There's the key. Now, do I pick up... God. Let's pick up the key. And then go on and explore. Honestly. Well, that's game over. Well, that was Haunted House. So, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to look at another game from the same year, I think, 1982. So let's jump to that. Okay. Here we go. This is an online version of this game, but it originally came out, I believe, on a ZX81, which was a machine that existed before even the ZX Spectrum. Didn't have any color. As you can see, the graphics, a lot of them are represented by these characters and things, letters and numbers. Right. So, yeah, this is another one which often comes up on lists of very early horror games, and I've heard it described as a survival horror. I'm not sure if that's I'm not sure if I would agree with that, but let's take a look, because it's got quite a unique atmosphere. The mist of time will pass over you briefly while transporting you to the lair of the T-Rex. Yeah, apparently I don't know what the storyline is, to be honest. I wasn't paying attention. You're in a maze, and there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex chasing you around. That's pretty much all you need to know. And the keys are just... Okay, well, I was eating straight away. Let's try again. Because this has got a different atmosphere, I'd say. This is one of being hunted, you know? This is... Whilst the Haunted Mansion game was run, he's behind you. See, a lot of this is done with the text. As you can see, you're going through the maze, and the T-Rex is hunting you down, but most of the time you don't see the T-Rex. You get messages like, he's close by, he's hunting you down, he's behind you. And I think I'm... there you go, he popped out of a side corridor, I guess. Be nice if there was some sound. I don't know. Maybe I'll overlay some Dino Crisis music. Rex lies in wait. Yeah, so I don't know. I've never found the exit on this, but I don't know whether... I haven't played it extensively, so I don't know whether it's just the fact that I'm going the wrong way, or is it random every time? I don't know. Again, it's another game that gives you a sense of disorientation, because corridors are all so samey, and it's so easy to lose your bearings. But it's got a completely different atmosphere to the last game, in that you're being followed around. Oh god, he's hunting me. Saw him there. Footsteps approaching. Oh god. Rex has seen you. Yeah, I like this one. This has got an atmosphere to it. This is a horror game. I mean, being hunted around a maze by a giant T-Rex, and it being 3D for such an early game as well. For being in 3D, it gives you that slight little extra bit of immersion, I suppose. You know, you can put yourself in the space. I know with that Haunted Mansion game, I feel like the immersion is slightly different because it's so abstract. I suppose you can sort of put yourself in the atmosphere of it. But it's so divorced from reality in a way. The graphics, it's just a pair of eyes floating around in a... So I've been sentenced to roam the maze forever. Yeah, I like this game. It's good fun. And again, there were earlier games of this nature. I think there was one called Asylum that came out earlier than this. And it was a similar thing, this sort of 3D maze type of... God, yeah, I guess Rex can just jump out at any moment. Yeah, there was earlier examples, I believe, of these kind of 3D maze games. Oh god. But this one, I feel like, has that sense of being chased, which is quite unique. You know, I recently played the Resident Evil 2 remake, and that has a similar atmosphere when you get chased by the big guy. I don't know what the characters' names are, but you know if you've... oh god, quick turnaround. I don't know if there's a reverse button, I haven't found it yet. Footsteps approaching. Yeah, in Resident Evil 2 there's a very similar atmosphere of... oh god. Yeah, never been able to find the exit. I might try the technique of phone's going crazy. Hold on. Yeah, my phone was going mental. I don't know why I was getting a lot of messages all of a sudden. You'd think I was popular, which I'm not. Don't know why people want to contact me. Oh, footsteps approaching. Yeah, there's a technique for doing mazes where you constantly turn left, I think. I'm not sure this technique is working for me. I'm also not sure if the maze is the same every time. It looks the same when they start up the screen. Like, the first, like, corridor. Oh, God. It gets your heart race going. Have a go in this game, because... the sight of the dinosaur. Oh, I don't know why. You know what it is? It's the fact that he's made up of, like, letters and numbers, and also... and at the same time, he's scary and he gives me a fright. It's kind of a ridiculous situation to be in. It makes you feel... I don't know how it makes you feel. It's just slightly like, oh god, I can't believe I've been scared by like a T-Rex whose teeth are made up of like characters on a computer screen. Like you see him and he's so... oh god. Rex lies in wait. I don't think I'm ever going to find my way out of this maze, but I'm enjoying running around and getting spooked by a giant T-Rex. I really like... I don't know, I feel like the design of the character is... it's quite effective, really. There's something about it that... even though it's so simplistic... They've got a good design on the T-Rex. He's got those wild staring eyes and those sharp fangs, so you know that he's eating you. Run, he is... oh god. Oh, terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. I saw him there. I saw him. It's trying to do those like 180-degree turns while a T-Rex is stomping towards you. It's panic-inducing. I am completely disorientated now. I don't know where I am in the maze. Don't know whether... hunting for you. He is hunting. Footsteps approaching. You better get out of here. T-Rex is coming. Yeah, so there's I'll have one more go. This is quite an addictive game. I think I would have enjoyed this back in the day. I was watching like a gameplay video, and I know there is definitely a way to win. Saw someone find the exit, but I wasn't really paying attention enough to see where they went. The T-Rex. Bloody T-Rex coming. And it could be that I saw him there in the distance. Just keep going around I feel like if I keep going around the outside of the maze, surely that's a good way to find the exit. Oh, there it is. You have eluded him and scored 450 points. Rex is very angry. You'll need more luck this time. I suppose now it goes on to like another stage. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know whether the game has like a stages or... Yeah, this looks different to the last time. Maybe not. I can't really tell. We'll go on for this stage just until... Oh yeah, my score's still the same. Rex has seen you. Jeez. Oh God. It is scary. I don't know how to describe. Like, I think sometimes with games when you're watching them, because I watched some of this and I thought, it doesn't look that good. But sometimes with games, it's the interaction with it. You know, when you're actually controlling the character, there's a lot to be said for how that changes the atmosphere of a game. Rex lies in. Yeah. Let's try that technique I had of going around the outside and being... Oh, jeez. Alright, 940 points. That's my high score, I guess. I quite enjoyed that one. Probably my favourite of the two games. But that's a look at 1982. If I've got the year right, I think I have. 1982 horror games. And as I say, it's interesting to look at how they achieved a scary atmosphere with very, very little in the way of technology. You know, what you can do with the technology back then. It was very basic, and it's just interesting. With these days with horror games, I think sometimes, I don't know what it is with horror games, but these days I feel like it's so easy to make something that looks good that sometimes they just don't sort of consider the atmosphere as much. And with this, it's all about like the gameplay, the feeling of disorientation, the claustrophobia, and the sensation of being pursued or things jumping out at you in the dark. It's all done through very simple means, but it's so tightly focused on the atmosphere of the game that maybe modern horror games have lost a bit of that. I don't know, but it's interesting to look back and see, and I hope you enjoyed that little jaunt through 1982 horror games. Maybe I'll do other years. If you enjoyed it, let me know. I'll do 1983 next. There's some good ones from 1983. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and goodbye.